Hi, you guys. Today we're going to be learning about capacity. Capacity is how much liquid a container can hold. And so we're going to be looking at some different objects that I found around my kitchen to give you examples for capacity. So the first thing I'm going to start with is ounces and an ounce. So I wrote ounce down on this board just so you could see what the abbreviation is, because usually on containers you will see this abbreviation, the OZ for ounce. But this is how it's spelled. Now, a good example in the book uses in this would be the amount of liquid that is in a bottle of nail polish. And so that would be about 1 ounce of nail polish in this bottle. For you to understand that in a greater sense is I have this plastic bottle of water that I have at home, and when I look at the side it tells me how much is in there, and it is 16.9 fluid ounces, which means this is about 16, almost 17 ounces, or 17 of these in this bottle. So if you poured this in there almost 17 times, you would fill it up to the top. If you look at a lot of containers, and I would encourage you to do this after you finish, go into your refrigerator, look at salad dressings, look at the milk, look at liquid items in there, and you might see down at the bottom these measurements. You'll kind of understand what they look like. The next measurement is a cup. Now a cup can look at different ways. This is what I have in my kitchen, and if you notice with the cup, we usually use that with dry ingredients. A cup that measures liquids is often glass, and I think we talked about that a little bit in class. Next would be a pint. So this is considered a pint. We don't see a pint of liquid a lot of times in our country. Sometimes we do, but this is what a pint looks like. And this pint that I have in here is heavy whipping cream. It's something that I use it a lot of times to bake a certain kind of pie, so that's why I have it in here. Next would be a liter and a quart. Now, these are both used in the United States. You probably are familiar with this, the liter, just because with bottles of soda, those big bottles, if you go down the aisle, they come in 2-liter containers, which would be 2 of containers that are about this size. But a liter and a quart are almost the same amount of liquid inside of them. A quart is a teeny bit more. And last is a gallon. Now, this is what a gallon looks like. You often see it if you get, you can buy water that are in jugs that might look like. This is actually milk, and a milk jug, that would be a gallon milk container. Now, I know in 5th grade, they do a lot of talking about the comparison between these and about how many liters or how many quarts are in a gallon and things like that. What we're going to do today is just looking at these and using your book, is you're going to have to guess what is the best unit of measurement for certain items. So for instance, if it showed you a bottle of nail polish, you'd say, well, the best way to measure that would be in ounces. And if they showed you a jug of milk, you'd say the best way to measure milk would be in a gallon. Sometimes those come in smaller half-gallon containers, but most, for a family, a lot of times, if you're milk drinkers, you would get a bigger container. Okay? In the next lesson, we're going to talk about how we do conversions of capacity measurements. It's very similar to what we learned with length last week. So, good luck, and I'll see you on the next video.